And turning out to GDP numbers out this week, red hot, with the latest read showing the U.S. economy expanded by 4.9% over the summer. That is the fastest pace in 2 years. But is it enough to convince voters that Bidenomics is working and turn the tide in the polls? Yahoo's own Rick Newman may have the answer. Rick.
Hey, guys. I think the answer is no. This has become a depressingly familiar pattern for the White House. We get terrific economic news, and Biden's approval rating doesn't budge at all. In fact, if you compare the great news about GDP this week, which we did know was coming, by the way, to what we saw in consumer confidence, the latest from the University of Michigan, people are more bummed out than they were last month, the month before that, or the month before that. We've seen consumer confidence going down 3 months in a row. Biden keeps trying to talk up the good things that are happening in the economy. And it's just not working. It's a bit perplexing because we have a super low unemployment rate of 3.8%. We know the main thing that's bumming people out, it's obviously inflation. But inflation is down from a peak of 9% last year to only around 3.7% now. And yet Biden is just getting no love from voters. So if you're in the Biden White House, you really must be pulling your hair out, or whatever hair you have left.
And there might be another headache for Biden, although this is probably a more minor one. A guy named Dean Phillips, who it looks like is going to be challenging Biden in the presidential race.
I did not know who Dean Phillips was. I'm going to guess you guys probably didn't either. He's a member of Congress from Minnesota. He is a Democrat, and he says he's a fan of Joe Biden and Joe Biden's policies, and he agrees with most of what Joe Biden is doing. He says it's just time for younger leadership in the country, and I believe he's in his low 50s, so he thinks he's the right age. He is not going to win. He is not going to beat Joe Biden in the primaries. He probably won't even make much of a dent. But it is a little bit unusual that an incumbent president is getting a challenge from somebody right in the middle of his party, not from a fringe candidate like a Bernie Sanders or somebody like that, but from somebody who says he agrees with the president on almost anything. He just thinks the president's too old. So, nobody knows exactly what's going on in Joe Biden's head. He must consider himself a spring chicken, or he thinks his experience is important and valuable, especially at times like this when we're facing this war between Israel and Hamas in the Middle East and possible escalation. He is an established and experienced statesman, but this guy Dean Phillips is channeling the thinking of a lot of voters, which is, we like Joe Biden, but it's just time to step aside. But he's not going to step aside, so here we are.
According to Wikipedia, Dean Phillips is 54 years old. So there you go. Indeed.
A youngster. A youngin'.
Considerably younger than the president. Exactly. Rick, thanks so much. Appreciate it.